Greetings, everyone, and welcome to my October Feng Shui Toolkit. This month has just really gone by quite quickly, and we are in the kind of last week of this, so we need to hear from you if you are liking this material and whether or not we should continue this series or not. Hopefully, you're finding it of tremendous value. And what we're doing here is a very holistic system of person, space, time, and universe. And what that means in our world is we're really working on the yin and yang of business, which means you do the action part of you have a good idea, your marketing and business plan. And what we're trying to help you with here are these ancient tools and wisdom to help you get a competitive edge. And we're going to do that through person, your astrology chart, through space, that's your feng shui to help you focus on achieving your goals. And then we're looking at time, favorable timing with the TimeBlazr, which we're going to focus on today, planning out the next couple of days, if you will. And then we are going to do on Thursdays the universal gateway meditation to help you manifest by putting your body in a certain direction so you are in the flow with universe, earth, and you, so that you can accomplish your goals. And then on Fridays we do Ask Me Anything. It's an open Q&A. So what I would love to do is welcome you to the community. If you're new here today, my name is Kathleen Horvath-Zemansky. I'm a business feng shui master and astrologer. So let's get into what we're going to be looking at today, and that is the TimeBlazr. And I'm going to just head right over there, and let's see if we can, actually I want you on a different slide, but you're still good here. There we are. We can bring this in. And so you may want to go ahead and download your free 30-day trial. Just go to free30trial.com, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the TimeBlazr. And the TimeBlazr is a favorable timing system, like I said, that has just literally been around for centuries and has been helping the affluent and corporations and imperial families, and that's been going on for centuries, and it's used in modern times for the people that have access to this technology to launch important projects, forge partnerships, to start things off on a good footing. But it's also very important to avoid some of the challenging days. This week is going to be a perfect example of what do you do during some of those challenging days. If you're listening to me live or very near the recording, we are on the 27th of October, and then I'm going to give you how you can best use some of these other days, okay? All right, but first of all, you can see that there's a lot of information on here that's quite relevant. Each and every TimeBlazr is personalized, so what you may see on your TimeBlazr is not going to be exactly reflected here. But I'm going to take away one of the filters that just by default, it's all going to show up. And what I do tell all of my clients, and also people like you who are just being introduced to the technology, is you really want to find the best days and times of any given month to do the activities that will help move you further towards your goals. So, a day like the 27th, if you knew about it a month ago or even a year ago, wouldn't it be fantastic to know, hey, this is a really great day for me to do something important, versus, oh, this project is finished, push the go button, and everything, hopefully, fingers crossed, turns out well. That's not what the system is about. This is with precision to help you try to find a day to amplify the efforts that you're already putting towards a certain project or program or a service, a launch. If you're an author, you spent, months, years trying to get your book off to the publisher, but you keep, something always comes up. Or you've launched it on a day that's not supportive of that, so your results are going to be less than stellar. And that's what we're trying to do, is have you have stellar results by doing a little bit of pre-planning. So for right now, though, what we can do is we can look at what we have available for this next week. So like I said, I'm going to remove those icons. Just hit this button that is in the, just right under the nav bar of the TimeBlazr, and it's these 6 boxes right here that says none. So just click on that, and that is going to remove the icons. You can strategically set any one of these filters, even if it's just one. You can do that. One that I haven't talked about lately, and I'm going to talk about right now, is the no meeting. The no meeting, and then we're going to hit selected. And what are the days of this particular month that this person needs to be aware of? And what we mean by this is for you, because it's personalized to you. There's something about the energy of the day that is countering your astrology chart that's going to say, oh, this isn't actually a good day to do an important meeting. If it's a mundane task or things like that, don't worry about it. But this is where, you can start going, this is even though it's a nice green day, like on the 13th, it's a nice green day, but it has that no meeting on there. So if you do have a meeting, you just need to be very cautious about your communications and, things that you might be, talking with your client that might end up, making it a counterproductive situation for you. So that's how you would actually use this. All right. You also see a star system on this particular. That is also personalized. It will be from 0 to up to 5-star days, and irregardless whether it is a green day or a day without color. And then what we are looking at is just these green and white days, and then the names or types of days. That piece, the coloring, and the names of the days, this is a base foundational piece in the TimeBlazr that is for everyone. But what we're trying to have you do is really see the value of the personalization so that it's easier for you to make decisions just like that. You don't necessarily need a date selection specialist like myself to help you choose the days. I'm giving you this technology that you can put in your back pocket with your phone and or digital devices. You could also print this out if you will. Okay. All right, but let's click into the day, and then let's start looking at some of the things that are available. So this is a very fast acting day because it has the teal color right here. The teal already is an indicator that there's something that is going to be moving very, very, very fast. So in the positive influences and the negative influences, these two boxes need to prevail over each and every hour of the day. So we have to kind of look at, a couple of pieces here. So I tried to the best of my ability to just give keywords so you can understand what they are. If your native language is not English, then you may have to just hop over to this training tab where we have some guidebooks, a number of different training videos that will help you understand a little bit better how to use the technology. But let's head back over to the date. And so we can see for this person, again, for each person, it may be different. This is a 5-star day. And it's going to move over all of the icons that are available no matter what filter you had. So there's actually quite a bit of possibility there. So it is an excellent open day for everyone. And it's a monkey day. It's a Yang Earth monkey day. So this is one of the distinctions if you want to know a little bit of the back end of it, which is it's being based on this person's astrology chart, the natal chart. But you don't even need to know that. I'm just, for those of you who are, more the want to get geeky on it and go like, well, what is, the reason why it's that way? It's because the astrology of the day, because each day is like an astrology chart. It's like a birth chart. And how does that relate to? So it's really doing like a compatibility comparison that I would do for charts that I'm using for. Is this a good match to go into business with someone, to forge a partnership? So this is what this can be used for. Okay, so it's an open day. means opportunities. So, hopefully you're looking for some opportunities, or opportunities are coming your way. The more that you immerse yourself into this vibration of there is different ways that we can tap into. And what I said at the very beginning of this video is that this is a holistic system. So when you add the information and potential of your astrology and or the challenges, you add in the feng shui of the space, which is going to tell you which are the more vibrant areas, so your life will be easier. If you choose to be in the negative energy, life will be more difficult. Simple as that. And then now this is how we trigger all of our good efforts to launch something on a good day or time. All right, so then we go to the hour column, and the hour, this is that grade column right here. These are the 12 animals of the zodiac that are 2-hour time slots. So this is where, excuse me, this is where we look at the next row, which is the energy of each and every one of these time slots. And it's going to show up for everyone in 3 different ways. Let's start with the dragon hour, which is 7 to 8:59. And then there's another one from 9 to 10:59 a.m. This is a 4-hour time slot that's saying there's good energy there. Why? Because we're indicating it with a little bit darker color green, and it has all positive energy in it. All right, that's already a great opportunity for this person to go, oh, okay, let's see what we can do within those time slots. But where I would want a person to take more caution is, for example, on this day, because it changes every single day, there is from 3 to 4:59 is a mixed energy. So it is, like we need to take a little bit of caution on here. But when we get down to the rooster hour, which is 5 to 6:59, now we have pure unstable energy. So even though this is a really great day for launching an important project during the rooster hour, again 5 to 6:59 p.m., then we're also looking at, oh my gosh, there's some devious intentions that are holding us back, and that's not something nice that we want to have in our when we're doing so much strategic planning and then we trip ourselves up. All right, so the next piece that we are looking at is now another piece of personalization, which are these stars. So again, they can show up in 3 different ways. Again, let's start with the 7 o'clock hour in the morning. There is no star there, and starting at 1 o'clock to 8:59, there are no stars there. So no matter if the energy is good, mixed, or pure challenging, it's neutral to this person's birth chart. Therefore, yes, you can use especially the good times, but you're going to have less connections, i.e. less results. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. But we pop down to the 9 o'clock hour, we have 1 star, and then we go to the 1 to 2:59, we have 3 stars. Oh my gosh, so there's 2 slots, which are now 4 hours that we could do some really potentially great things. Now, how I want you to start looking at this is, okay, I've got, a stack of emails, I've got to send out a proposal, I need to make an important phone call. When do you make it? When the energy is best for you, and that's when you want to trigger this energy. So this is really one of the best ways that I can help you really use this TimeBlazr to your best benefit. I'm going to add in a little bonus feature that a lot of people may not know about, and that's going over to your business astrology chart and looking at this personal power directions. And we're also going to talk about the universal gateway. So the power directions, use this top row, and this is where you have a direction. Again, now we're now using our body as this antenna. We can orient our computers in this direction and start, doing some active work. This is the yang part of your business, when you're actually doing action and tasks. So in making sales and things like that. So Yours are going to be different. It's either going to be a prosperity direction, vitality. If you're feeling a little bit low on energy, this is a great direction to have that energy come into you. And then we have partnerships. That's about personal and professional. And then your confidence is about, having some courage, also having clear thinking. When you have the courage to make some good choices, then you have a much better outcome as well. The bottom line, just avoid. If you're in those directions, move your body slightly to get into the better flow. Now, if you want to be manifesting some things, then put your back to your command direction, and then you're just going to allow the universe to drop in some universal wisdom to you. So I would be fluctuating between both of these directions as I'm using the TimeBlazr. Again, when you end up just adding better energy onto better energy onto better energy, the results are going to compound for you as well. Okay, back to the strategic dates. All right, let's move on to the other days. I won't talk about the other days as much. I just wanted to go a little bit more thorough into one day, but the pattern continues. So let's look at the 28th, which is an unfavorable close day. So it's still a high level for this particular person. It might be 0, it might be 3 for you, but it is an unfavorable day. What do you do with a close day? You close things up. So this is a great time of the year. This is a great month, especially in the month of October and a few days into November, because it still is in the dog month. So what we're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to definitely start wrapping things up for the year. So this is a great time to look at your goals and see what it is that you want to finish up, maybe prune down your expectations of what you were trying to do, and or really accelerate and speed it up and see how you can get the best finish line, if you will, to complete those projects. So, okay, what else do we have on this chart that I want to talk to you about? So this is, in our system, I do want to point out that we have what's called the gifted physician. Now, this is general for everyone, but let me show you a secret tool that we have within the TimeBlazr. You're going to go to the month, and then you're going to go to this bar right here that says search. So go to the search button, and then go to the activators, and you're going to go right here where it says wellness, and then you're going to hit search. And now this is personalizing to you all of the days that would be a good idea for you to make some appointments to go get a massage, acupuncture, chiropractic, do a cleanse, and do your Western medicine as well. Get a physical, or if you need to have some sort of procedure, this would be a great day to do it. Now, as you can see, some of them are, we don't distinguish that, doctors don't work, on Saturdays and Sundays most likely, but sometimes alternative healers do. And so, but then what you do from there, and this, for as long as you have the subscription, that is how long your dates will go for. But let's look at November the 18th. It may or may not work as far as times during the day, but here it is. This is where, if I was this person, I would be looking right now what doctor appointment, dentist, massage, whatever, that they could potentially do to help them receive the wellness energy, because they're choosing a day that aligns with their wellness. And where would they go? Between 3 and 6:59. If they use the 3 o'clock, it's a very quick acting result for this particular person. And that's what you have to keep remembering as I demo this. Don't look exactly what's here, because it's going to be personalized to each individual. All right, so that's a nice filter to be looking at. And so I think we're on the, that's November. So let's go back to October. And let's go back to the 28th. So with this particular day, we do have, again, look at the different definitions, but and these negative influences really start taking on a little bit more of potential. On a green day, the positives take on more potential. So we want to use the green days for really important stuff, and then these kind of unstable days, you use them for content creation. You use them for helping you, like kind of do the catch-up days, right? We always have those days where we've got many things that we need to be doing. All right, let's move on. And then the best times for this particular day is between 11 and 2:59 p.m. All right, let's go to Friday the 29th. Fridays are actually a planning day for me. This is kind of what I do for myself on Fridays. I go through the upcoming week, but what I've done as my groundwork, I've planned out the year, I plan out the quarter, I plan out the month, and then each week I look at the week that is coming up. But before I go forward, I want to go back the week and make sure that everything that was on my task list that I said that I was trying to do, and then I look to see whether or not do I actually want to move this forward? Is it complete enough that I can take it off of my list? And or is it something that it's just no, I'm finished with it and I'm done. If you want to move it forward, now's the time to do it. The reason I do it typically on Friday mornings is because then I have the rest of Friday, which is, I try to do a Friday light, although the last few weeks, as I'm getting geared up for, the annual energies of the water tiger, my Friday lights are not consistent throughout the whole year. So this will give me a full day's work to try to finish up maybe those 20-minute or 30-minute or even an hour, that if I would just do that, then my schedule will be a little bit more clean. So for those of you who do procrastinate out there, and it's like, I'll get to it. The quicker you can get those off of your plate, the more opportunities are going to come your way, because it's going to get to the point where you've got these niggly little things. Invoicing is another great one. A lot of people will sit on those invoices and they're cash flow poor because they haven't been doing their due diligence of sending out their invoicing. So things like that is what I'd like to do. And then again, just notice between 3 and 4:59 for everyone, it's quick action, but for this person's 3 stars. So wow, we can get through those tasks this week because every day is different on that particular day. All right, then let's go over to the weekend. This is an avoid remove day, although I love remove days. So if you've got some cleanup that you need to do, this would be an excellent time to do that. And the best times are going to be 11 to 2:59, and then again from 7 to 8:59. So there's a couple of little, opportunities in there that you might want to consider. And then the mixed energy, you just need to be very cautious about that. But this is a hard line remove day. It's an avoid day, which is at the bottom of the bottom when we're doing ranking of stability. Excellent is at the top, avoid is at the bottom. So do be careful about making mistakes about maybe shredding docs, and it was like, oh, that was like some important contract and you don't have their content to be very careful. Don't do it so quickly that you're self-sabotaging yourself. But in the same respect, this will also help you get through things in a quicker way, that if you're using those better time slots, it's going to help you in that way. All right, here in the U.S., and I think it's all over the world at this point, is our Halloween, but it is not necessarily a great day. It's a full day, but it's unfavorable. A full day means that you really do need to be careful about over-promising and under-delivering. It's better to promise and over deliver. So it's like the cup always keeps full. You like it. It's almost as though the job never gets done, because it's just your plate is always full. Your plate is always full. So I do watch about on this particular day about, oh yeah, I volunteer for that, and then you're like, oh, why did I volunteer for that? And then it just like messes up your schedule. So things like that is what I want you to be thinking about. But on this day, for the most part, it is mostly unstable until between 5 and 6:59. And one of the questions you might be, screaming at me through the screen is like, well, wait a minute, I've already got my schedule already, planned out for, the next month. And so I've got this date that is not very favorable, and I've got this important appointment. What do I do? Well, there's a couple things you can do. One, you can try to reschedule it for a better time to suit you, because this gives you power. Number two, you can look at the energies. Again, if you don't understand each and every one of these terms, there's just too many terms in the glossary for me to go through each and every one. Just check out the training tab if these keywords don't make perfect sense to you. And then from there, you'll just go ahead and modify your behavior. Like, for example, if you had an appointment at 3 o'clock on this day, whether it's personal or professional, and you start seeing things go in a counterproductive way, you might go, you know what, it might be better that we look at this at a different time, and then you look at your TimeBlazr, find a better day, and reschedule for a better time. But if you aren't able to reschedule, try to get in those good positions that I just pointed out, as well as really looking at the meaning behind these and how it might apply to any interaction that you might have. Okay, then let's go to November 1st, which is on Monday. It's an avoid balance day. So balance is about, an equal portion. But again, it does have that avoid distinction. So it does lower the balance, even though it might be 50-50. It's still like neither of you like really the outcome, if you will. But on this Monday, the best time would be between 9 and 10:59. And for this person, it's a 1 star, and 3 to 4:59 with 3 stars for this person. So this is a nice way to be using this day, is to just try to use those pockets of time. So believe me, my schedule is already booked solid for the next several weeks, months, if you will. If I like till after Chinese New Year is when we're gonna start lightening up here. But I have to look at, well, what's happening during these times with what I'm trying to do, and then that's going to help me with my strategies for the day or the hour. Okay? All right, and so finally, let's go to November the 2nd, and we're going to finish it up with an unfavorable stable day. So it is, yes, it's a stable day, but something is taking it off kilter, so we do need to watch about that. But look on this one. For this particular person, because of what's in their astrology, it's actually pretty nice. It's actually a pretty nice day. So, personally, I'm like, okay, I still need to, be cautious of some of the ingredients of the day, but like the negative, I could get burnout. So make sure I take some breaks. Can be unstable, so I have to watch about that. Murphy's Law means, no matter what you do, it's kind of that, you should have just like called the day a wash. Now, these are quite prevalent on this day, and they are going to neutralize these positive influences. So what is your best strategy? Go to the best times of the day. We could use this neutral hour. See, there's no stars there for this person. Or go into the 9 o'clock hour where it's a little bit more stable. And then again at 7 to 8:59 p.m. All right, a question you might be asking, is, well, what, I work all day long. There's no way that I can, take out too much of the time and do something different than what I'm doing here. So really, what you're going to start, finding is, if you can start getting into the flow of you're going to be doing content creation if you can during the 11 to 12:59 or the 3 to whatever time you choose to get off, you know, if you're a 9 to 5 or 6 o'clock, whatever. But what I would say is, you know, just kind of stockpile them and then do your sends or do your outreaches on those days. But truthfully, what I would love to see is that you really get down to honing your business and not be in such a frenetic way of planning that you end up choosing as many green days as you can. Now, as you can see, these days are usable that don't have green on them. And what we need to start thinking about is, okay, so what can we do during these more opportune times? So I hope that helped you, and I hope that that was something that could certainly help usher in some good and positive energy for you. And just real quickly, I do want to tell you about, it was a course, it's now in replay. We're not reducing the price even though it's a replay, and you may have even missed one of the days that was actually this morning, to release and let go of past traumas to get ready for 2022. This is a very exciting time for those of you who really have the energy, the ambition, and the innovation to make the best out of 2022, the Water Tiger, which is going to be an incredible big shift in the energy that we're feeling. But the opportunity is, you need to first get rid of these past disturbances and traumas. So if you're interested in that, go to bit.ly/unlock. And like I said, you are going to miss one of the dates. There's 3 of them left. But if that's for you, I'm going to highly encourage you to check that out. So until we meet again, which is going to be tomorrow at around noon is when we're going to be back on. So hope to see you then. And my friends, I really appreciate you tuning in today. If you could like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel, we would be so delighted. If you have any questions, start putting them into the chat in the comments below, because we're going to be answering those on Friday for you. Okay, so all right, I'm going to bid you a very farewell and good week. And you know that when you start using this energy, good chi is going to follow. So this is what the series is all about, and I do hope to see you tomorrow for our Universal Gateway meditation for the week. See you later. Bye-bye.